And good morning to you all my friends out there. How are we doing? So this video is different. I was looking for something to cook that was different, that was traditionally authentic Greek, genuinely authentic that is, and also something interesting. But I couldn't think of nothing. So I went to the English Mediterranean shop in Rhoda, where Sandra's husband is Greek, and asked him for an idea, and he said before tourists and expats came and made Christmas more important than Easter, which it used to be, Easter was more important, they used to make a soup called Avgor lemono, and with some meat as a second course. I thought that sounds good, it's chicken, lemon and some vegetables. So I went and found a couple of yayas, that is basically elderly Greek grandmas, a very nice pair of old ladies. They each gave me their recipe, which was basically the same with very small differences only. So I combined the two and came up with this recipe I'm cooking now. I've not made it before, so bear with me, won't you? If I can make it, you can make it. I made one mistake in the recipe. When making the broth and putting those vegetables in, I used red onion and I should have used spring onions. But not to worry, it still tasted brilliantly. You eat this soup with French stick bread or fresh bread, crusty bread for dunking, because you've got to dunk, you know. There's no point in having food if you can't dunk. You can also use a couple of chicken breasts instead of half a carcass of chicken like I use. But I like to use meat on the bone when cooking because you get more flavour if you're making a stock first from the carcass and the bones. I found it easier to make this in two parts. First I made the stock and got all the ingredients ready for the stock, and then I made the broth from the stock, and that's sort of make it a lot easier. Trust me, you'll see on the video. You can dress it with parsley or dill at the end. I hope you'll try this out. I hope it tastes good. By the way, I found several recipes on Google of this, but none of the recipes actually seem to have the same ingredients and method as the two yayas. So I have to take my recipe, this one, as authentic. So we're going to make our stock first. 2 3/4 pound of chicken on the bone, 1 large onion, roughly cut, a couple of 3 small carrots or 2 big ones, roughly cut, 2 sticks of celery, large sticks, or 3 small sticks roughly cut, and what else we got here? 2 or 3 bay leaves, and I've got about 4 cloves of garlic. Up to put a little bit more because I'm greedy and I like garlic. Now the other thing we have got here is the salt. Kosher salt, very important. If you can't get kosher salt, get iodine-free salt and salt without additives. And that's about 2 large teaspoons and 1 large teaspoon of black pepper. We can of course improve that later by taste. So that's all going to go into a big pot here, and with 8 cups of water to 10 cups of water. You must cover the chicken and we boil for about 1 hour or until the chicken is well cooked, okay? Now I've used sea salt from Misongi. This has absolutely no additives whatsoever, just pure salt, no iodine, nothing. So everything's in. I've put in 10 cups of water to make sure I've got plenty to allow for the stock to reduce. This will make a beautiful stock. We're going to cover it, bring to the boil, turn down and allow a very gentle simmer until the chicken is well cooked, and about an hour I guess. So there we go, we're going to cover that now. The chicken may rise to the top. We careful to watch it and turn it over if necessary. Now whilst that's cooking, you can prepare for the next stage of turning that stock into a broth. I've got here 1 red onion, very finely diced, 1 stick of celery, very finely diced, and I've got 2 small carrots finely diced, or 1 big one. Also 3/4 to 1 cup of long grain rice. I'm using basmati rice. Point being, the vegetables must cook about the same time as the rice takes to cook. You know when the chicken's done, by the way, because you'll be able to peel it off from the carcass with a fork. Okay, it's been an hour. I'm going to remove the chicken and see if it's nicely done. Oh, that's beautiful. Right, you can see the chicken's out. Look, you see that? We can strip the carcass now, but first I'm going to set that aside and allow it to cool a little bit. While that's cooling, I'm going to drain the solids from the stock. We're going to discard the solids and the skin and bones of the chicken. Now hopefully I'm going to be able to pull all of the meat from the carcass. Discard any skin, we don't want the skin. Thing is, you have to cook the chicken long enough to be tender and falling off the bone, but not long enough to dry out. There you go, that's the meat shredded, quite small, not cut, shredded, much better. The chicken is still moist and not dry. Very nice, ready now for the next stage. Okay, well while that's back to the boil, we throw in the rice, the small diced carrots, the onion, the celery, we'll leave the chicken until for 10 minutes. Give it a stir. Now that's going to need 20 minutes for the rice to cook. In the meantime, I have another job to do. Okay, I've got 2 eggs which I'm going to put in the bowl. And whisk up. Must have a good whisk. And then I'm going to add to this half a cup of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Whisking all the time, you must keep whisking now. Never stop. Combine that well. Keep whisking. Next, I've got here 2 ladlefuls of stock. I'm going to add very gently, while whisking, to the mix. Keep whisking. Okay, this is going to turn that stock into a beautiful broth. Once I add this to the sauce to the broth, you must take it off the heat immediately, otherwise the eggs will curdle and split. Well, it's been 10 minutes, so now I'm going to add the chicken. The reason I delayed this, I didn't want to boil the chicken so much it went dry and horrible. Now we wait another 10 minutes before adding our egg mixture. Right, it's been 20 minutes. I'm turning off the heat now, and I'm going to pour my sauce into the broth, whisking while I do it, not too quickly. Okay, let's have a look now. As you can see, it's now turned white and the egg hasn't curdled or split. This is how it's supposed to look, I think. Well, I don't know, I've never made this before, but I'm looking forward to tasting it. There we go. Now all I'm going to do is chop up some parsley to dress it, and job done. Looks tasty. Cheers.